Welcome back to White Mountains. Today I've got Nora Bean and we've got Davey Armstrong from the Davey and Dennis duo. If you haven't seen them, you really should, but we'll talk more about that in a moment. So great to have you both on the show. And we're here to talk about, because on the St. Patrick's Day weekend, there's no better place to talk about than the Shannon Pub. And that's our legendary Irish bar over in Jackson, New Hampshire. Well, not just bar. You guys are a restaurant and a pub. Yep. And you do lots of live music. You've got lots of great deals going on this weekend. We've got great pizza. You've got T-shirts. We've got a gift certificate. So let's just get right into it. And WMUR voted you number 3 best in New Hampshire Irish pub to be, and the best place to be for St. Paddy's Day weekend as well. So this is the weekend to have you on the show.
Yeah.
So
once a year gig.
And yes, and so you guys are going to be playing tomorrow as well. You've got a couple different live acts coming on tomorrow, right?
Yep. Music all day long, starting about 1:30. We open at 1 o'clock, by the way.
So early opening, yeah.
We have Marty Quirk, of course, with John Deveneaux, and then they'll play till about 6:30. Then Kevin Dolan and Simon Crawford.
Ooh.
It's their Sunday gig, and they're going to do half the night, which is great. And then Marty will sit in a little bit, and Davey will join later in the night after.
Yeah. I mean, this valley is a great place to be on St. Paddy's. I mean, there's so much live music. There's so much Celtic culture in this valley. There's going to be a session at May Kelly's. We're playing at Deacon Street. It's, I think, for 4 consecutive days.
Oh, wow.
But always, on St. Paddy's at the end of the day, I'll always come up and join the guys up at Shannon.
Yeah, that's a place to be, right?
Live music everywhere. It's
yeah. And so you guys have the whole deal. You guys got the corned beef and cabbage meal going on.
Yep.
And but you also are known for your pizza, which I'm sure Hans is drooling over on the other side of the camera right now. So what did you bring in for us today?
That's a buffalo chicken,
Yep.
a veggie combo,
Oof.
and a spinach and feta.
Oh, my Lord.
That's lunch for your crew.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Breakfast is more like
Breakfast, yeah.
We'll call it brunch.
Brunch.
And so you also so kindly brought a gift certificate for 2 pizzas. So you could choose 2 of these pizzas or 2 pizzas of your choice. And so we want to do a little question for that. So I want to give them a little time to think about that. So while we're talking. So the question for the gift certificate for 2 pizzas of your choice to the Shannon Pub is there was actually a name change. So it changed from the Oakley Ski Lodge to the Shannon Pub. And we want to know if you know when that transition happened. So, and you guys have been in business for
Just the year.
So the year that the switch happened with the name, but you guys have been in business for 65 years now.
Yes.
So 3 generations.
Yes.
And you got the 4th one coming in.
4 actually, yeah. Our kids are all starting to bus and learning to wait tables.
Yeah.
And,
Yep, that's what I did when I was younger. So
Yeah.
that's a good a good way to
They
start to
like
learn.
the money.
Yep, exactly. And so we'll take callers in a little bit. I don't know if you want to throw up the number on the screen at some point, Hans, for the callers, for the viewers. But so again, that question is going to be, when did the name change from the Oakley Ski Lodge to the Shannon Pub? In that 65 years of history, what year was it the transition happened? Because you guys are really well known for being the Shannon Pub. I didn't even know about the original name, actually.
Yeah.
So
and we changed the name because my grandfather was getting older and he had some health issues. So my father bought the business on paper. So when you have to do all that paperwork, he wanted to make it more of an Irish pub.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Shannon is the door to Ireland. If people don't know, that's what Shannon door means.
So that's what I didn't know that.
Yeah, Shannon Airport. So the door to Ireland, they call it. So.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. So.
And we all have rocking our fancy scarves now.
Yes.
For St. Paddy's Day. All right. So let's take Hans. You want to do callers now, or do you want to do that a little bit later in the show?
Well, we don't have the phone set up.
All right. So maybe when we come back after the break, we'll be giving away that prize as well. Okay. And then you also brought us in. So you're going to have these T-shirts available?
Yes,
tomorrow?
we get a different style every year.
All right. So every year you do a different style. So this year you've got the Shannon door on
so
the front.
Shirt and the pizzas.
Oh wait, let me see if you got that. So the Shannon door is on the front, but the really beautiful view is on the back here, which I'd have to put my hair up so it doesn't cover up this beautiful. That's a Celtic knot right there, if I ever saw one. So I feel like you guys are the right place to go this weekend, and then you've got 3 live bands, you've got tons of good food, and you're giving away prizes because you've got the beer promos coming in as well. So we've got Tuckerman's, who's a good local beer company. We've got Bud Light and Guinness coming in as well, and so they're always doing giveaways when they do the beer promos, right?
Throughout the day, 2:30 to 4:30, we have the Guinness girls and guys, our salesmen and distributors, and then we have Tuckerman comes in next, and then the Bud crew at the end of the night. They're a lot of fun. They do a lot of contests.
Well, it's appropriate to have Guinness come in on St. Paddy's Day.
Yes,
You got to have Guinness.
We go through a lot of Guinness and a lot of corned beef.
Yes, I was going to say the corned beef.
Our
with
watch
the
and
Guinness.
win question last year was how much corned beef do we go through, and it's about 300 pounds.
Oh my
Corned
Lord!
beef, so.
Wow.
And it's great corned beef.
Yeah, we just had that
Irish
meal
corned beef.
at our house. We had a family dinner and we had the whole corned beef cabbage.
Yep.
We had
People
a
love
little
it.
early.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah, and so is there anything else that I'm missing here? Oh, so and you guys open up early tomorrow at 1, as you mentioned.
Yep.
And the music starts at 1:30 because you guys usually open at 4.
4, yeah.
You
Today
guys
4.
run till at least usually 11. The music's going
yeah,
to,
we'll
right?
be open till at least midnight. Music will
Yeah.
go till about 11 o'clock.
Great.
So.
I do think it's important, though, that folks realize what we're celebrating.
I do too.
Yes.
We're actually celebrating the death of St. Patrick. People think he was born on the 17th of March. He actually died on that day, 462 AD, I think I'm correct in saying.
Oh wow.
Born in 385, so he lived to be about 76, which was a ripe old age back then.
Yeah.
Quite remarkable. And the story is fascinating. There's various arguments as to where he was born. Some think in southwest Scotland, some think Wales, some very small minority think England. I think not. I tend to think Wales because his real name was Maewyn Sacat. Sacat's a very Latin name. His parents were of Roman extraction. Whether they were second, third generation Roman, we don't know, but he was certainly born to Latin parents on the mainland. In all likelihood, he was born in the north of Wales, his first name being Maewyn. If you see it written, it's such a well-sounding name.
Yeah.
Certainly doesn't sound Scottish at all, so I think we can dispel that one. But when he was about 16, he was kidnapped. He was actually taken across the Irish Sea and pressed into service as a shepherd. And this resourceful young man was able to escape when he was about 21, 22 years old, which is quite remarkable, and find passage. It's a great story. He was able to find passage back to the mainland and find his parents. And it was at that point that he decided that he wanted to study scripture and eventually made his way back to Armagh and Ireland. It's a great story. He's not Ireland's only patron saint. St. Bridget of Kildare, St. Columba, and there are others, but of course he's the daddy of them all. So, so we get to celebrate him on Sunday. So he certainly is. So that's St. Patrick. So
We love that guy.
yeah, we absolutely do.
It's fittingly enough, just this past weekend I had gone, my fiance's grandfather had passed away at a ripe old age himself, and they had a celebration of life instead of a funeral. And so I really enjoy that, to hear the story that this is actually, you're celebrating the death of this instead of the birth, because it doesn't have to be, as much, I think it's more of the, I don't know if it's Mexican or Spanish cultures that do more of like the bright colors, and they really celebrate their life instead of mourning their death, and I really love that spin on it.
Well, we certainly celebrate him, that's for sure.
Good. Good. Well, I love hearing the history. That's great. Thank you for sharing that.
Sure.
It's good to know, because some of us that aren't coming from that background are not aware of all of that. So that's a great. It's great to know, why we're having all this fun,
Yes.
right?
And St. Patrick's Day itself, it's evolving, and to a great extent the American culture is helping that evolve, where Ireland now has adopted a lot of the new cultures and habits. As we celebrate here in America, they're celebrating that way in Ireland now. At one point it was a religious holiday and there wasn't a lot going on. That's not the case anymore.
Yeah, now they're having a good time over
They
there
absolutely
too.
embrace it, sure.
Well, if you're looking to have a good time this St. Patrick's Day weekend, the Shannon Pub is the place to be. They're over in Jackson, New Hampshire.
Yep, Route 16.
Route 16.
Christy.
And make sure you stop by, have some good food, have some good drinks, get some great prizes. We'll be giving away the 2 pieces of your choice after this break, so
And the
stay
shirt.
tuned. And the shirt. Oh, we're giving away the
Christy,
shirt as well.
Piping in here.
So stay
let's
tuned.
repeat that question.
Hans, okay, we're repeating the question. So the question is, when did the name change from the Oakley Ski Lodge to the Shenandoah Pub?
And there's your phone. So let's try it.
Oh, you want to try it? You want to do it now? Oh, it's right here. Oh, you moved it over for me. Okay.
And no employees.
Watch and win.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Which,
Is the answer 1982?
ooh, so close, but not quite. You can hang up and call back.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Say happy St. Patty's Day weekend. All right. So she was close, but not quite. So that'll give you a hint. Watch and win. Good morning.
Hi,
Hi.
82.
1982. Again, close, but not quite. That was our previous answer. And so just a little bit off. Close, though. You can hang up and call back. They're getting close. Watch and win.
Yeah, hi. Is it 1981?
Ooh. All right, just a little bit off. You're in the right decade. So just a couple years off there. Hang up and call back. Watch and win.
I'm going to say 1979.
1979, close, but now we're getting into the wrong decade. The 1980s was in the right decade, so hang up and call back. Watch and win.
Hi,
How are you? Good, thanks.
how are you? Good. Is it 1981?
1981, so close, just a little bit off. I'm going to give you guys a hint. All right, hang up and call back if you want. Happy St. Patty's Day weekend. So I was born in 1985. I'm giving my age away. And it's just a year off in one direction or the other. So that should narrow it down for you guys. So -1 or +1, your choice. Good morning. Watch and win.
1984.
1984, you are
There you
our
go.
winner. Congratulations. What's your name?
Jim.
Tim?
Yeah.
All right. Well, can you stay on the line? I'm going to give you a little bit more information how you can grab that prize. You got the T-shirt and 2 free pizzas of your choice at the Shenandoah Pub.
Hey.
All right. All right. Just stay on the line. I'll be right back. Congratulations, Tim. All right. So you guys, happy St. Patty's Day weekend. Make sure you check out the Shenandoah Pub, and we'll be right back with so much more.